Welcome back everyone to the Misadventures of Buff and Wally. Today, we delve into investigations, bounties, and the basic understanding of its reward system. Before I get to explaining all this, under the assumption that you all have a fair bit of knowledge already, well, here's an example on today's achievement. I took on a hunt investigation for an Anjanath and a Pookie. Being it's a multiple stage hunt, after capturing or killing your first and or your second target, you will hear a tone and get notified here on the right. After capturing or killing your final target, the heavens will open and shine down upon you, and the trumpets will sound. What happens next is fairly obvious to those who have played, but for those who haven't, visually represented is quest complete, a nod of satisfaction, then it pulls up your quest rewards and potential bonus rewards. Now down at the bottom here is going to be either bronze, silver, or gold boxes, which are the special rewards, and totally the reason for making investigations worthwhile. Next is the Palico and Tail Raiders menu. Lastly, before we get headed back, is your Zenny, research points, and XP into whatever pops up. Side note on investigations, if a friend tags along, your Zenny reward is split evenly between whomever happens to be with you. I recommend using vouchers for one sole purpose: doubling your Zenny reward. Save it for the big ones though. No need to double your Zenny on any low income investigations, unless in some way I'm wrong and it affects your reward items as well. It's kinda hard to tell because you cannot duplicate every footstep, item collected, and actions taken, let alone replay the exact same investigation twice. Once we are back, we head over to the Resource Center and talk to the Three Stooges. After the text prompt, you will receive your points and armor cores. These are the rewards for completing any bounties you may have completed. Let's register some bounties so we aren't selling ourselves short later. Okay, time for the nitty-gritty. At the Resource Center, displayed in the first menu is your options, and on the right is your bounty overview for a quick reference. Here I have collecting mining outcrops, complete X amount of investigations, collect honey, capture one large monster, complete X amount of quests in the Coral Highlands, and capture one large wyvern. Notice that we are in the registered tab of the bounties. Next is the critical tab, which you acquire these from talking to NPCs out in expedition areas. And the limited tab, which are weekly but totally optional tasks to complete. Critical and limited give you rewards, yes, but most importantly, they give vouchers, more research points, and potential other items. Back in the main menu and down to manage investigations. While you're out in an expedition area doing whatever your heart or objective desires, you are innately doing things to unlock these bad boys. In this menu, we can sift through and register them based off of our wants and needs, whilst removing undesirables. To make this menu easier, you have the All tab, the Registered tab, and the Not Registered tab. Now, back to the main menu and down to complete deliveries. Unlike our Critical tab, talking to NPCs out in the world, Deliveries is bringing requested items to an NPC which we've spoken to in a non-combatant area, such as the hub. The Resource Center is your middleman, so you don't have to try and remember where this or that person is. It's all centralized here for your convenience. Now, heed my warning. In regards to deliveries, it will remove that item from your craftable materials. So if you're looking to make that special weapon or armor, choose wisely. But here's where your ultimatum is set. Completing deliveries unlocks things such as new camps, shops, weapons, or armor sets. Now, once we have oodles of points and Zenny to spend, what in Monster Hunter's world are we gonna spend it all on? Well, we can head over to the Chief Botanist and cultivate stuff so we don't have to work as hard to collect the particular item which we may be having issues keeping on hand. But the point spending comes in at fertilization. Choose wisely, for they have limited lifespans and only boost certain things. We can also head up to the Armory and straight up spend Zenny on individual weapons or gear, But hell, why not buy the whole set if your heart so desires? In doing so, you're not expending valuable resources on the equipment itself at the smithy. Furthermore, we can head over to our room and speak to the housekeeper. Here, we can manage our tail raider safaris, and what they do is collect consumables and materials for you without having to spend the effort in doing so yourself at the expense of a few hundred points. The list goes on as you progress through the story and where you can spend your points in Zenny, but I also wanted to touch on the canteen real quick. Here, you can pay with Zenny, points, or vouchers if you're looking to feed your whole party. If you're feeling frisky, you can experiment with an oven roast. Definitely a topic for another video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If I could have touched on something furthermore, or you have questions, leave a comment below, and I will reply. Or Wally, if he so desires, or has any input. Happy hunting.